Oh, yeah. Welcome to Race Days IPAs. We are back.
We
This
are
is
back.
Greg.
This
we
is
are
Aaron.
back. We are back. We are back.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
What's going on? What's going on, brother?
Hey, not much, Aaron. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. This is Inglorious Technicolor.
Well, we're back in better than ever with the video. We had a little technical difficulties last time, Greg.
And we may very well have technical difficulties here today too. But you know what? Let's hope not. We're off to a good start. Speaking of good start, let's crack our beers.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Hey Aaron, you know what's going on today?
What's going on, buddy?
We have a special guest. I'm so excited about this one. Surprise, because we just can't make the magic with just the two of us. We need a third or a fourth to really, bring this thing home, right? So, look, we have a tremendous guest today. She's a New Jersey native who first made her mark running track and cross country in high school, racking up all county honors, both as a junior and a senior. She then took that speed down south to run NCAA Division II for Queen's University of Charlotte, dropping a personal best of 5K in 22:15. Well done. Cross country. That's a difficult sport. That is just challenging. And to do it in 22:15 was pretty awesome. But probably the greatest accolade of all is that our guest was officially crowned the 2025 Race Days IPAs Rookie of the Year.
Woo!
Now, look, I know, applause. Now, look, even champions hit speed bumps. Our Rookie of the Year is currently riding the IR, the injured reserve, having just gone in for an MRI last week, and we're going to hear hopefully all about this. We're going to dive into the messy reality of being sidelined tonight because mental gymnastics of an injury are no joke. If anyone understands the mental game, it's her. When she isn't lacing up her shoes, she literally is a professional handling the heavy stuff. LA's licensed clinical social worker who has dedicated her career to fighting for the youth of the world. On top of that, she empowers the next generation by organizing Girls on the Run program for her students, and is and just a variety of other things that she does. So let me introduce our wonderful pod guest today, L.A. Losciavo. Anyways, welcome to the podcast. Big round of applause. So how did I do? I mean, I dug some deep background here on you.
You really did. Although everything you said was so kind. Thank you so much. I was not expecting you to do that much homework.
Told you
everything but the last name. It went off flawless except for that last name. We even practiced it beforehand.
No, that was so sweet. I think all of my times and knowing that I forgot that I ran state in high school. It's like, oh yeah, that was a thing. So you really did a deep dive.
Oh yeah, we don't.
Yeah, Division II, that was pretty awesome. And in cross country, you racked up some honors too. I think locally, I just couldn't. I mean, the show must move on. Otherwise, the bio would have just taken up the whole evening here. But I understand that you also did states. And so you were really into it. Talk us through those early days of running.
So, I joined track when I was 10. But my first race, I was actually probably 1 or 2. And so my uncle was killed by a drunk driver when he was 18 years old. He was a senior in high school. He was an incredible track athlete. And so his high school running coach, along with my grandparents, started a Losciavo Memorial Run in his honor. And it went on for almost 30 years, 20-something years. And they raised funds, and it went towards a scholarship. They would give one for an art student or for a track athlete every year. So I wanted to be a runner. I wanted to get into running because my uncle was killed before I was born. I never got to meet him. And everything that people said about him, his friends, my family, he was just like this incredible human. And I wanted a way to feel close to him. And so that's what got me into running. And so I was looking up some stuff because I wanted to get facts about him correct. And I came across this Facebook post that someone wrote in 2011. It said, everyone liked John. It was actually pretty amazing how well he connected with so many different kinds. The artists, the football players, track kids, Dexters, burnouts, etc. We were the same year, and it was hard to imagine anyone who would have been a bigger loss for Mount Olive High School. I don't think there was anyone who was liked by more people than John. Even though he and I weren't super close or anything, I was lucky to know him, and I am among the hundreds of people who think of him fondly and often. So,
Wow, that's
It's
beautiful.
incredible.
yeah. So
Now,
that
does the
was
Laciavo race continue on today?
no, unfortunately, the mayor of Mount Olive decided to take over the runs and made it about him. Um, It was also after my uncle's track coach had retired. So my grandparents had moved to North Carolina. So there wasn't really anyone like really holding that torch and making it go on. But they were able to, for over 25 years, provide scholarships for kids in
Wow.
my uncle's name, which is really
That
cool.
is that's incredible. But you get to carry on his name and his legacy and every run that you do.
Yeah. And so, like, that was why I started. But I kept going because I loved it. And it's really funny. So when I started running, I ran the 100, 200, and you could not pay me to run more than that. Like, I would sit in the middle of the track when my coach would tell me to run a 400. And that was all through middle school. So in high school, when I joined the cross country team, and the first time my name was in the paper, my very first track coach, I saw him because his daughter and I are the same age. So he was at her soccer game, and he comes over and he was like, I could not get you to run a 400, and here your name is in the paper for running how many miles? And like, I was like, yeah, apparently I like wasn't a good sprinter, and I'm much better at this distance thing. Uh, but yeah, so it was quite the journey to get to running more than a 200. Now you probably couldn't pay me to run only a 200.
Now, I would assume cross country was something. Was cross country a popular sport in your high school, or
Absolutely not. I was amongst the biggest losers.
what were some of your earliest memories of racing?
So actually, I texted my mom today and I asked her to look for like photos from the La Chiova runs and from my early track days. And she found, because she is a pack rat, found my bib from my first ever 5K.
Oh,
And where is it? I was 13. It was the Cigna corporate run. And I remember like I was panting. It was so hard. I'd never run a 3 miles before. And I ran it in 28:48. It was my first ever 5K time.
Wow.
whoa!
Wow. First, how old were you?
Speed.
I was 13.
13. Oh my goodness.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what I run now.
N- Oh, oh, you gotta give yourself credit. You're much faster than that.
No. Now we're going to be expecting
Yeah.
more from you. This is this research and now this story. You need to be once you get healthy. Once you get
Yes.
healthy,
Once I-
we're gonna. So when after college, had you run any larger races in high school and college, or did you stuck to the 5K
Back
cross
to the
country format?
5K cross country. So actually in college, I spent most of my career injured. I quit after sophomore year because it wasn't fun anymore. I loved running in middle school and in high school. I got that runner's high. And I actually remember the first time I got it in track. I was a really angry kid too. And it was like, this was a release. So it wasn't just physical, it was also like for my mental health. And the first time I got that runner's high, I was like, oh, I just felt light and I wasn't angry. And I was like, I could breathe and it was wonderful. And that got me through middle school, got me through high school. Like when I was angry, or upset about something, I would just like go for a run. And then so like races were great, but it was also just like I loved being able to run. And then I got to college and I was injured all the time. The courses were flat. I was used to running, the hills of Sussex County. It's on the Appalachian Trail in Jersey. And then Charlotte is very flat. So it's like the trails are boring. My coach is mean. I'm doing 2-a-days. Like this isn't fun anymore. I'm always hurt. And so instead of like continuing on sophomore year, I was like, nope, that's it. And I stopped running for a while.
We would disagree about the flatness of North Carolina. Greg and I have some experience running down there at
In
the
Charlotte?
craft beer half marathon down. Where was that, Greg? South of
I
Charlotte.
don't know. I
Yeah.
was a few deep.
We're plenty of beers
We're
deep.
plenty.
But
And the weather that day was absolutely horrible. So everything we did was just felt
tough. Yeah.
difficult. But Carolina, how did you find Queens? I actually, when I first looked this up, I figured across the river here.
Oh yeah.
But no,
No.
Queens, as in like North Carolina. How did you just
Ooh.
find that university?
So my grandparents lived in Carolina Beach, just south of Wilmington. So I spent a lot of summers in North Carolina. I knew I wanted to go to school in North Carolina. I knew I wanted to go to a school without a football team, which is about only 30% of the schools in North Carolina. And I needed a school that didn't have an application fee because my parents did not want me to go to college out of state. So I couldn't ask them for the application fee. So it needed to be free. And that's how I ended up applying to Queens. I got in. They had a study abroad program. They had a track and cross country program. So like they had all of my check boxes. And when I got my acceptance letter, I actually did a PowerPoint presentation to my father as to why I should be allowed to go to school in North Carolina versus the school he wanted me to go to in New Jersey. And it was complete with the crime rates and the difference and like internship opportunities. And then he did take me for my first visit to Queens. And he says, he's like, I saw you see the campus and knew that nothing was going to convince you not to go there.
I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you graduated with a corporate communications degree. Is that correct?
No, it is not.
No. What did you graduate with?
Research isn't correct. So I did
research department. Come on.
Fired.
That was my original major, and I switched it to sociology. And I had a minor in relational communication.
Excellent, because my next follow-up question was, how does that translate, or how did that leap then to your Master's of Social Work that you achieved at NYU? So that brought you to New York City. Let's hear that story. How did you find your way to New York City, and specifically NYU?
So I couldn't find a job in Charlotte when I graduated, and I had a limited amount of time to stay there. The family I nannied for actually let me live with them in exchange for babysitting hours for a couple of months after I graduated. And then I still couldn't find, like, I was working part-time at a tanning salon and part-time as a waitress and part-time babysitting. I just like couldn't make anything stick. So I was like, okay, well, now it's time I have to move back to Jersey. And a family friend owned a employee assistance program. So I was like in the call center, basically connecting people who needed therapists to therapists, contracting therapists. And that's when I learned that social workers are therapists. And I was like, oh, so I don't need to go do a 7-year degree in psychology to become a therapist. And so that's when I started looking into social work programs.
What brought you back into the running world?
So I think since college, I had tried to like get back into running here and there. In grad school, I really got back into it. Again, like I said before, it's really about mental health for me for running. Like the physical health, I hate working out, but I do it because I want to be fit. So that's like what I do solid core or go to the gym for. But like running is really a mental health thing. So in grad school, I got back into it and I actually ended up running a half marathon. And yeah, my first and only.
All right.
Was
No small feat.
But it was really good because I graduated May 18th, and then that half marathon was like May 31st, I think, or towards the end of May. So it was as I was getting prepared to graduate and like academics were uh kind of winding down. So like my training was building up. And so it was really nice to have that. And then I injured myself during that race. So then I took a break. So I think that's what it was like. Every time I would try to get back into running, and then I would get an injury. And historically, I jump back into running before my body is ready to. And that's why I get injured again. And that's why this time I'm listening to doctors and physical therapists and
And we are all applauding you for um, I guess, resiliency and I guess dedication to recovery because we
thank you.
all have been injured and we've all pushed the envelope and maybe a little bit too soon. Got back onto the into the running shoes. So kudos
Yeah,
to you for listening to the doctors and taking the time to heal.
thank you. Yeah, I mean, third time's a charm, right? Like you get the same injury three times. I should probably listen.
Probably listen. Oh, I mean, there's something too, Greg. I think maybe steal your thunder here, but there's something there. So you, you studied social work, and so your love for helping people, and you've grown up in this rich running history with this rich running history. It's a natural transition to why part of the reason why we're bringing you on here is to talk about that the organization that you're currently involved in or involved with, which is Girls on the Run.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the lead here a little bit, Greg. Sorry, buddy. Uh, how did you get involved with them? I want to know, like, was it just what I just said that the two paired together so perfectly?
So actually, I interned for Girls on the Run International when I was in undergrad at Queens. So
No kidding. Oh, so your ties to them go all the way back to college.
yeah,
I had no idea. Oh, wow.
yeah. So I did a little bit of PR for them, the international office, and I also coached a team. And so I don't know if you want me to get into a little
Yeah.
bit of
Well,
the
we're getting,
history.
yeah, we're getting, I got ahead of myself. Can you give us and the listeners a little bit of background as to what Girls on the Run, what that organization is?
Yeah, of course. So, Molly Barker, she is the founder of Girls on the Run. She founded it in 1996 with a team of 13 girls. And then now it serves
Wow.
2.7 million girls all over the country. But Molly Barker, she began her running journey in 1974 when she was 14. I'm reading from my notes now.
Yeah, yeah, please.
uh, she was her mom was a runner, and Molly described her mom as her mom was running at the age of 50, and so Molly describes her mother running as a radical act for women of her generation. And so when I was doing my like background, because I knew some information about Molly Barker, but I wanted to be prepared to talk about the history
Of
of
course.
Girls on the Run today. When Molly started running, that was less than
Mm.
a decade after Catherine Switzer
Switzer.
ran the Boston
Mm-hmm.
Marathon. So like just thinking back to like that when she started her running journey, it wasn't that long ago that women weren't allowed to run such prestigious races. She was an elite triathlon. She qualified and competed for 4 Hawaii Ironman triathlons. Um, but she also talked about this is like her blurb about the origins of Girls on the Run. She also talked
Hmm.
about how the same time she was such a competitive athlete, she actually developed alcoholism. And when she hit rock bottom at 32, that's when she sought recovery. That was July 1993. And in her own recovery and like going to the 12-step programs, that's when she also was like, I want to create something for girls that empowers them. And she said, like, when she first started running, she felt
Hmm.
whole, beautiful, and powerful. But then the societal expectations of girls and women and the peer pressures is what got her into drinking. And even though she maintained that professional ability to run, she's also drinking. And so when through her healing journey, she created Girls on the Run and wanted it to be this safe space for girls to really just be themselves, to live healthy lifestyles, to be happy with their body, to have positive friendships. And so that was the beginning of Girls on the Run.
And who is the I guess target member? And what's the age range of member?
Yeah. So girls from 3rd to 5th grade, so that's like ages 8 to 10,
Oh.
is what the program started off as. And now they have so that's the Girls on the Run. And then they have Heart and Soul, which is for middle school girls. And so the program is a little bit different for the middle schoolers. I work mostly with the elementary school girls.
What drew you? You said you were in college and you volunteered. What was attractive to you?
And I was trying to think. I honestly don't even remember how I got connected. Like I don't know if someone told me about it. If like I sought it out. I was racking my brain, cannot think about it, or could not remember how I got involved. But I do know that the reason that I love it so much, and so I volunteered that season in North Carolina. I volunteered for a season in Jersey when I moved home, and the school that I'm at now, I'm about to start my 9th season coaching. But what I love about it so much is I felt that running, not to be dramatic, but I felt in a way it saved my life, right? Like I had mentioned before, angry kid. It was a really good emotional mental health release. I made some of my close friends through running, and I just want that to be an experience for other girls. Like to me, it means so much. I love running, and I just wanted to give that to other people. Like I started running when I was 10, so 5th grade.
Oh.
My Greg, actually, you met little Caitlin at my party weekend. Her and I have been friends since we were 10 years old. We met running. Her dad was my second track coach. And, I call her parents mom and dad. Like we are family, and it all started because of running. And so I want other girls to have that opportunity.
Meanwhile, how about Aaron and I talk about the beers that we're drinking tonight? I'm really actually proud of this. We'll take a quick break.
Yes,
we should have said this.
Break. Yeah, so we can talk about our beers.
Grim Lambo Door. This is one that I've never had before.
Wow.
I have to shout out again to the Whole Foods in Chappaqua, New York.
They're coming in clutch for you, dude.
Oh my goodness. Well, they have a rotating Grim spot on the shelf. So I guess the distributors just bring Grim and switch it over. This is one I've never had before. It's very tasty. And did you know that Grim was the brewery of the year in 2021, 2022, 2024, and 2025 from New York State? They listed on their cans. There we go. Aaron, what are you drinking?
So
what are you drinking today?
I was not sure if I was going to be able to join you both today. So thankfully, the storm is a blessing. So I'm very happy I'm able to sit down with you both today. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to a store to get any new beer. So I'm still drinking the Gridlock Hazy IPA. That's been sitting in my fridge.
Good for the last couple episodes. it's the beer that keeps on giving.
It
Excellent.
keeps on giving, yeah.
And LA?
I am drinking. So I was actually very excited to go to the store and buy one IPA because I don't keep beer at home. So I was like, I get to go get my IPA today. I'm also on antibiotics, so I'm drinking the Athletic non-alcoholic.
I will say,
One Wild. I chose it specifically for
this episode.
It's appropriate.
Yeah. Very, very good. I'll tell you though, those non-alcoholic beers have gotten very good.
Yes.
It's
incredible.
It's something about it. Yeah.
From like the what was like the Heineken Zero and the O'Doul's of your childhood, Greg.
Yes, the O'Doul's. Can I have an O'Doul's, please?
Yeah.
And you get all those looks. No, but the breweries have definitely stepped up. Anyways, well, that was our moment in beers, brought to you by Grimm and Whole Foods.
Mm.
When you're out of beer and need a quick fixer upper, Whole Foods is there for you.
There they are.
That was a
Check them
perfect
out
ad.
off of Bedford Road.
Perfect ad, Greg. Can't can't believe you snuck that in there. How much did they pay you?
Just plenty. They've seen the viewership numbers and are like, let's, Greg, we're going to amply reward you for this
Sponsorships, possibly you.
sponsorship. We're not selective at all. LA, back to you, back to the conversation. So I was trying to draw a very, like deep rooted question
Yes.
about your passions and how they all bring you here today. And I think that there's a little bit of it all that manifests itself, or like your passion for Girls on the Run also somewhat carries over to your passion for what you do for youth advocacy.
Yes. I mean, in general, I believe in social justice, and when I was in school doing social work, I knew that I wanted to work with children. I took courses specific to working with children with childhood trauma. And then when I left school, I worked in foster care for a while, and then eventually made my way to education, which was always my plan, because I do believe that that's one place is like, where does it all intersect? And I feel like education, schools, especially the New York City public school system, that's where we see it all. So kids from all walks of life are in our public school systems, and that's where I felt like I would make the most impact working with kids.
Sure, yeah, and the funding isn't always there, so that the kids aren't getting the appropriate, I guess, direction and outlets, and so it's very admirable that you join the fray, so to speak.
And I would imagine that when you see your girls out there, um, an Icon Stadium running,
Hmm.
you must feel a lot of pride and
Yeah.
enthusiasm, because it comes to the heart of what you just described there.
Yeah. So it's really cool because there are not a lot of programs and not a lot of choices for our girls. So many of the girls who join, they don't care about running. They're not in it because, they wanted to be runners. It's because they wanted to be part of something. And it was their friend joined, or like they heard about it and they've been like waiting to be in third grade to be old enough to join. But then once they actually get out there and run, they're like, wait a minute, we did not sign up for this. It's like, it's literally in the title, Girls on the Run. But once they get to Icon Stadium, first, some of these girls have never left Brooklyn. They've never been to Manhattan. So just to like watch them see the skyline on the ride over, to like see them be there and to like watch them see girls from other schools is really cool. But then when they get that medal, when they finish that race, they're like, oh my God, I can do it. And they do have to do a practice 5K beforehand, but it's just in our schoolyard. So they're just like running 30 laps, which like is not fun for anybody.
Oh my God, that's hard. That's
It's
hard
so
for
hard.
anybody.
Like, mentally, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And, because we have to stay in a confined space. So once they actually get there and they have this beautiful trail, and yeah, they walk it and they run it, but they finish it and they're proud of themselves. And that's just like the coolest feelings. It's like, yeah, you did it. You accomplished it. And that's the whole point of Girls on the Run. There's no timer. It's not a timed run. It's just like you accomplished something. Be proud of yourself.
For our listeners too, Aaron and I have experienced this firsthand. We
Yes.
have both volunteered. So if any of our listeners want to volunteer, check out Girls on the Run
You're stealing my
online
thunder, dude.
and look for the next event. But no, Aaron, you and we've worked the registration table once. I was out there on the field this last year.
So applaud you guys.
This is an annual thing for Race Days and IPAs to support Girls on the Run, and we encourage everyone to do so. So
please
now that
come
I've
out.
stolen all of your content, Aaron,
You did. No, I had plenty more.
Back to you.
Plenty more. I will say, it's super rewarding, or was super rewarding for me to volunteer and see the girls run up with their families and be so excited. They get probably their first bib ever. and be part of their first race ever. Uh, as a mediocre runner, but running since what, 2017, and how many ever races that Greg and I have ran together, to be a part of someone's first, so many girls and kids' first races is just it's super rewarding.
It is really awesome.
And
So
it must be a very big confidence booster. You kind of referred to that confidence booster. And do you firsthand see that confidence then carry over to the academic world, to personal life? Like, is there momentum that comes out of these
Hmm.
events?
I think so. I mean, I don't see the academics necessarily because I'm not in the classroom with the girls,
Yeah.
but just like so that's another thing about the program too. Like, yes, it's running, and also they have journals, they're doing critical thinking activities, they're reading, they're learning how to work together. And so I do see like girls who maybe struggle a little bit to read, they're still volunteering to read in practice. Like, it is a very safe space. And so even if they're not going to do that in the classroom, they at least want to try to read in that small group with us.
Hmm.
And I've had girls who were like, I'm quitting, I'm done. And then they finish the 5K and they're like, when's the next season? When can I do this again? Because they know that they can now.
Yeah. Are you what are you doing with the girls? Is it a weekly practice? Are you focused on social skills as well as running? What type of I guess practices do you hold?
Yeah, so practice is twice a week. The practices are about an hour and a half, and there's actually a Girls on the Run curriculum that we follow, which is wonderful because all I have to do is, read through the lesson plan the day before, and then I can kind of like. So we are supposed to follow it completely, but depending on the reading levels, excuse me, of the girls that I have each season, it depends on if we can get through all of the activities. So I kind of pick and choose or modify as I need to. But yeah, there's ones about friendships, ones about like healthy living thing. There's a lesson about just like loving your body the way that it is, one about how to um just like share your frustrations with someone. So learning how to make I can statements instead of blaming someone, just being like, I feel when you because, and that's like one of our girls' favorite lessons.
That's super important at that age. It's so great that you're able to be a part of that in LA.
Yeah,
Um,
I love it.
for like for the program itself, like what are I guess at the end of 2 years, what are the goals that you're trying to see, like or just for the program in general? Like you've been a part of
Yeah.
it for a long time, and then in this I guess faction for 9 years. Like what are your goals and what are the overall goals for the organization?
So I'll start with the organization's overall goals because I wrote down their mission and vision. I was prepared. So, their mission is to inspire girls to be joyful, healthy, and confident using a fun, experience based curriculum which creatively integrates running. Their vision is we envision a world where every girl knows and activates her limitless potential and is free to boldly pursue her dreams. So that's, at the end of the program. So some girls do it for one season, some
Mhm.
girls do it for two. I've had girls I'm one girl, if she does it this spring, she'll have done it for 6 seasons. And so they cycle out different curriculum. But I guess my goal for it is I want girls to like running. I, or and we have some really incredible athletes on the team where I'm like, I pray that you go to a middle school with a track team because these girls are so talented. And then there are some girls who do it just for fun to be with friends. And I love that too. I think both are really important. I want them to see that they can do hard things and I want them to see that their world is bigger than Brooklyn.
Hmm.
Huh.
And I just want them to feel good about themselves. And if those are the three things I want my girls to take away, whether they do one season or 6.
Do you think that girls today like have more opportunities than maybe when you were growing up?
I think yes and no in terms of what girls have access to, because I think there are more sports available to girls. I mean, there were sports available. It was just they're expensive, right? So one of the reasons that I didn't branch out, I mean, I loved running. I loved running cross country, but one of the reasons I didn't try other sports is because they were also expensive. Like running is the poor man's sport. It can be expensive if you buy all the fancy gear, but at the end of the day, you need a pair of sneakers and you can run anywhere. So I think that girls have more options maybe of sports, but still with programs getting cut, things are more expensive now. And I think it's harder in certain areas for parents to enroll, not just girls, but boys too, in different sports programs and
Yes.
after school things. Like my parents did pay for me to do track when I was in elementary school because my town didn't have one. I had to go run with the town over. But in high school, it was just part of school. Now I feel like a lot of schools are cutting programs, so parents do have to pay regardless of what activity kids are doing. So, yes, there might be more options, but it's more expensive to participate in them. I will say a lot of the girls that I work with, in general, still aren't very interested in sports. Unfortunately, a lot of kids want to be TikTok influencers.
Oh no.
That's the profession.
But I will say that my friends and I were literally just talking about this yesterday. The girls today have a lot more professional female athletes to look up to than I did growing up. And I think that's really incredible. And part of it is they have social media platforms now. And a bigger part of it is that we see, I mean, we just saw it in the Olympics, right? Like how many gold, I think it was 8 of the 12 gold medals that were brought home by the US were female athletes. And we have these really incredible athletes in tennis and soccer, gymnastics, ice skating, hockey. Like we get to see it in
The
rugby,
exposure. Yeah.
it's so much more visible. Like I remember as a kid, we had Mia Hamm, we had Serena and Venus, we had with ice skaters, Michelle Kwan, and Tara, yes, Tara Lipinski. This is where we could really use Rebecca chiming in here with the other ice skaters, but it was limited, right? Like I couldn't name a lot of female athletes, or not as many. Now we see it. We see basketball players. We see fields that were typically more dominated by male athletes. We're seeing the women really take off.
Right? If you volunteer, you'll get to meet Aaron and me for what it's worth, because we'll be out there again this coming year to volunteer. It is a tremendous organization. And it's, Aaron, just 2 weeks ago, or whenever it was, we talked to Stephanie Daybeck from New York Roadrunners. She was talking about how the New York Roadrunners are getting involved in youth program. Just collectively, like there's so much enthusiasm, so much building up for our youth and future Race Day and IPAers.
Just gonna say, we have to build the next generation, Greg.
Build the next generation, right?
Penelope's gonna be right behind us.
Oh my goodness! I can't wait from stroller to 10K for Penelope. But
it's going to happen sooner than you think, buddy.
Incredible stories all around, and it's just great. Again, recognizing that these programs have existed or have matured, and they're delivering really, really impactful results. So, well done, LA. So when you're not saving the world, what kind of, well, actually, let me not ask that question, because what we need to do next is transition to a lightning round. As
Hopefully
is customary here, Sir Aaron is responsible for this.
We have to get to know the runner. We got to know the person, have to get to know the runner now. Greg,
now, I am going to shut my mic off, because I inevitably cut in during your moments of brilliance. So I'm going to shut off my mic, maybe even get another beer.
Ooh.
And, you guys carry on. But lightning round is on. Over to you, Aaron.
All right. Are you ready? Put the 60 seconds on the clock. Are we ready?
Now I'm nervous.
Buckle up. Okay. Running shoe brand, LA.
Oh gosh. Okay. So currently I'm wearing Brooks.
Okay. What's the first race that you can actually remember?
The first what?
Race that you can actually remember.
Do I have to remember the year that I ran it or just like
No,
know that I ran it?
know that you ran it.
2 mile run, the La Chiavo run.
What's your favorite distance?
So I think it'll be 10K. I know I only got to run the one before I got injured, but I think that that's going to be my new favorite distance.
And what's your least favorite distance?
Oh gosh, mile.
A mile. Oh, you were so
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
that's the one I never like. Even in elementary school, high school, college, I've never competed in the mile.
Hot or cold running?
Hot, absolutely.
Post-race food or post-race beverage?
Post race water.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have a post. I know.
Ooh, yeah. Item you can't run without.
Oh gosh. I mean, my sneakers, right? Or we're
Not,
saying
not,
like
not,
the
not,
beyond the regular
not
gear.
yeah, not, yeah, yeah, non-sneaker related.
Okay. Noise canceling headphones
Last race that you competed in.
was, I believe, the Squirrel 10K. No, it was not.
That
I
was a
take
trick
that back.
question.
It was Greg Toberfest.
Oh, wait, how do we always come
Hey.
back to Greg
Oh, I came
Toberfest?
back. Hold on, I was supposed to keep quiet, but
It always comes back.
love to shout out
It's
to you
Yep.
haunting.
get an official invite to this year's as well. Carry on.
Choose anywhere in the world to run in. Where are you going?
Oh my gosh. That's such a hard question.
We don't
Because
give easy ones.
what?
We don't give easy questions here. The
It was
race
just like I
days.
just want to travel everywhere, so it's really hard to say. What's the one where it's like they shut down the bridge like once every 5 or 10 years and they run.
Whoa,
Remember?
That was
Chittich was,
Sweden to Shittich was going to run that.
yeah, yeah,
Norway
Norway to
to
Yes,
Sweden.
it
Sweden.
was shared in our group chat,
It
and I think
was.
that would be the ultimate to like
I like it.
run from one country to another. Yeah.
Favorite beer?
I don't have a favorite beer.
Oh, we have to get that fixed. We have to get that
I
fixed.
know. Can I tell you my favorite cider? Does that
Okay.
count?
Sure. Race days and ciders. There's a terrible ring to it.
Race Days and Magners? I don't know.
Maybe.
That's my favorite. Yeah, I don't have a favorite beer.
And your go-to pump-up song.
Ooh. Hmm. It's been a while since I've run. So what was on my playlist?
You need to get to the finish line. 100
Yeah,
meters,
I think I
whatever.
was listening to my Ibiza playlist.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
The
like
club
David
club life.
Guetta.
Yep, club life.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, you survived. You survived.
Whew.
Hey,
I know it's
congratulations.
hard,
Congratulations.
hard hitting questions here at Race Days
Yeah,
and IPAs.
that's tough. It's funny because like
I
I
mean,
listen
you're
to podcasts and I'm like, okay, these are the questions that Aaron is going to ask me. Have answers for them, and I still didn't have answers.
I changed it up a little bit. I
You
throw
did.
in a
You did
couple
change it up
extra
a little
ones.
bit.
Yeah, yeah.
so let's talk about this MRI again.
Yeah.
LA, you and I did discuss it last week at Run Club, Thursday night, 6:45. Be there
Be there.
Or B square. Or if
or
you're
be
Eastern,
square.
Hold on. You
you
can
get a
watch.
pass.
I gotta get a beer.
All right. So I'm going to take over this bit.
Okay.
So you had an MRI. It basically was a whole bunch of nothing. Like it wasn't anything really bad. It wasn't anything really good. What are your next steps? When are you back out there running with us?
If
Okay.
I'm told that it's just like I'm just going to be in pain, but I'm not going to cause any more damage to my body, then I'm fine. I'll go run in pain. My issue is knowing that I have this tiny little tear, knowing that I have these reoccurring injuries, like what is the long-term impact going to be? Is it worth it for me to take the time now, as frustrating as it is, take the time off, get healthy so I can continue this for a long time? Because like if I don't, I don't want to do it, keep injuring myself and be done running in 10 years. That would be torturous. I'd rather take the time now, heal properly, and continue to do this for as long as I'm standing.
Well, I mean, from a friend's point of view, from a clubmate's point of view, I'm eager for you to get back into it. I remember running with you. I think we were doing repeats
Mhm.
on the east side, and You surprised me. Again, maybe I didn't know your collegiate
I think
success.
I surprised myself the day that I
Yeah.
like kept up, like with
Oh my God, you did.
yeah.
But it wasn't even that. It was kind of this drive and motivation for you to keep up. It wasn't
Uh-huh.
even the physical like accomplishment. It was just like, yeah, you're going to be in the mix too. And I remember us going toe to toe, not that I'm the fastest guy, but it was like there was
A
this
new
this
player in town.
competition,
Yeah.
this new player in town, and it was exciting, right?
Yeah.
And now that I know about like your collegial history and you know the whole build up, it kind of makes sense. You've got this competitiveness in you,
Right.
and I'd love to see it again soon, because I
Thank
think that
you.
that like you have your best races are ahead of you, and
Oh,
I hope to be a part of that.
You're
I
here.
mean, I hope that I could still have some PRs. We'll see. I want to get back to running. I want to get back to racing. I miss anything. I'm bad at running on my own. Like I can run on my own, like very leisurely, but I've noticed since joining Run Club, which by the way, it's been exactly a year. I think that this is like my first. Aaron, you'll have to check.
I'll have to go back to the numbers.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Eric, my first Run Club. It was
Wow.
either like the last
Jaeger
week of
or
February,
Karnani?
Karnani. It was just the three of us. You were running to get your bib. Was that one?
Oh,
It was
let's
either
see.
the last week of February or the first week of March. But I know because we started this conversation, then I think we went off on something else, and you asked like how I got into like. I remember we were at Aaron's birthday party last year, and you guys were like, "You are getting back into running. You should come to Run Club." And I was like, "You know what? I finally will."
Well, we can't wait to have you, but we do appreciate you coming to be our cheer squad after our runs, and still coming to Ryan's daughter, still coming
Yeah.
to the post-run drinks. You are currently in the leaderboard for cheerleader of the year. Uh,
Wow.
Oh, a new
I added a
category. Oh
category,
boy.
two
Woohoo!
two new categories. Boop, boop, boop,
What's
boop.
the
Great
other? What's the other new one?
new one. Oh, wag of the year.
Oh, we are gonna. Oh,
We
yes, we
are going to
definitely
do
do
that.
a WAG
Yeah,
at the air.
have to.
Let's see.
Yeah. And
Stormy was here a little while ago.
Oh, that's a wag. Yeah, a different kind of wag.
Different kind of
Tail wagging.
Oh God.
Fantastic. Look. Aaron, as far as next things are concerned, the last time we met up, we were hopeful that we would be doing the Manhattan 10K.
I know.
That never happened.
Never happened. Fred LeBeau also canceled for
Also
runners.
canceled. Although a shout out to you and I, we did essentially the Manhattan half or Manhattan 10K
We did.
that very day.
I think it was.
We nearly lost fingers
yeah.
and
It
in
was
the process. It was ruthless.
-10 for a 10K. Is not an ideal combination,
Wow.
needless to say. Yeah,
I remember I was so stubborn. I'm like,
I'm
I'd
doing
already
it.
cleared it with the wife, with Miss Monica. I'm ready
Same.
to come into the city.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm doing this. And then we got, notice the night before, no, a day before.
Day before.
They gave
yeah.
us plenty of time.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
But
I'm coming in. I'm going to do this.
We're doing
and
it.
we did it.
It was
But I was beaten up
cold.
afterwards.
Oh yeah, I was hurting.
Oh,
And then we had the snow. So New York, it's been tough running in New York City. Actually, the whole Northeast.
I mean, that's the one silver lining. I'm reminding myself of this whole timing of my injury is like
Is
now is the time to
right.
be injured. And it
Shut
is
it down.
difficult to be running outside.
Yeah.
Like I want to be healthy in the spring and the summer when I'm running outside, and I enjoy hot weather running
Right.
anyway. So
I mean, you still have psychos like Danny who still have his run streak still active somehow.
insane.
Don't know how he's doing it. I was trying to be crazy and map out one block loops. I think I said the same thing with Stephanie the other week. But we're back in the same
I know.
scenario as a couple weeks ago. It snowed.
It all melted, and then it was like Mother Nature was like, "Psych, here you go. Here's
Gotcha.
another one."
I was gonna say like the silver line. It's great that I was able to meet with you both today.
Yeah.
But there's the downside is there's just a foot of snow outside now.
Well, and we have Run Club on Thursday, 6:45. We're hopeful that at least the main loop is going to be fine. So maybe we'll do some repeats on the Engineers Gate repeats. Before heading to Ryan's daughter, we'll figure it out. Coach Aaron will guide us. But yeah.
Well,
Can we expect you, LA, at Ryan's
this
afterwards?
Thursday? Yeah, I'll be there this Thursday.
Okay.
We have a
Perfect.
couple of things on the upcoming list.
What's coming up?
So what is it? The 24th. So we have the Frozen Bonsai Run. It's the New York NYC runs. That's March 7th. So we have a bunch of people running that. I think like 5 or 6 currently, and then a couple of people, Danny included. I think he said he was going to sign up. And then the next week is St. Patrick's Day and the NYC Half, where I'm super excited to see Danny and Drew tackle that.
That'll be really exciting.
I think John is running it too, but those 2 races on the docket for March. I think that's and then Bunny Hop 5K. that's later in March.
Is that a New York Runs race?
No,
Bunny Hop 5K.
That's in Norwalk. Eric and Jenna signed up for that, and I think maybe Amber. So we're getting up to Connecticut apparently.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Wow. Well, look, keep it strong. The winter miles lead to PBR.
Yeah,
that's right.
PBRs in the spring.
Right.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Mile
keep it up.
is coming fast. The Brooklyn Experience is coming fast. So you got to get the miles in now.
So, LA, give us some parting words and words of advice.
Join Race Days and IPAs. I don't know what to say.
Give a shout out.
Right.
We're a drinking club that
Obviously.
runs. We're super fun.
Give a shout out to your girls.
Yes. I hope they're not listening to this.
Fair enough.
No, actually, yeah, I feel like we've been PG. Like normally,
Yeah.
I feel like now one of us needs to curse just because I feel like there's cursing every episode.
Don't fucking do this now. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Thank you, Greg.
Edit. Hey, maybe
Press
not.
the edit button.
Yeah.
Wah.
LA, I'm super happy you were able to do this, and like we said off camera, it's so great that we're able to do some like spotlight interviews for our members.
And I hope that all those people listening, first off, lace up, get out there, go for a run. And
safely.
If you do choose to run in Manhattan on Thursday nights at 6:45, you know where to find us. Bethesda Terrace. We will be there this week. And yeah, that's it for today.
All right.
I suppose. Hold on. Let me play the music. Oh, yeah. We should be cracking open our beers at this point. But look, what a fantastic episode. Oh, cheers, everybody.
Yeah, cheers.
Let's do a social. Hey, what a great episode. We want to thank our guest, LA, who shared so many different perspectives and insights into everything. Shout out the girls on the run and the many things that LA's involved with. Aaron, a great episode.
No, you did it. You had a great episode.
No. You had a great episode. You had a great episode. Thank you. Our ultimate fan, LA here.
You're incredible. Yeah.
Anyways,
we love you. We love you,
Race
LA.
Days and IPAs. I am Greg.
Hey, I'm Aaron. Cheers.
And LA is here too. Cheers, everybody.
Hey.
Take care.